What up, divine being? I'm hearing that Source is rolling the dice for you. There is fortunate change at work in your physical reality. If you've tuned into previous videos, there are things in the physical reality that are clicking into place to match with a new vibration that has really locked in within you, that you've cultivated for quite some time, but like you've really rapidly fully embodied this new version of self. And signs that this could be for you: first off, just your intuitive resonance. If you feel a resonance with this message, it could either be very aligned with your current timeline or something that you are about to experience, and so you are soaking up this vibration a little bit more to prepare yourself. But signs that this is right around the corner. Seeing any sort of dice. You could see it before this video, after this video. The number 11 consistently showing up in your reality. Butterflies, dragonflies, hummingbirds. Okay, so I'm seeing that there is auspicious change, and it genuinely is something that is being instigated from the higher realms. I feel like it is something that you have sensed solidifying in your reality, and there's been like a slight period of like pause and waiting, but it's all syncing up in accordance to divine timing. There is like a specificity to this, and so utilize any time that you have between your manifestations to fall deeper into trust, to cultivate even more deeply your highest version of yourself, to work on the things that you feel called to work on and inspired to work on. And I'm really getting that your devotion to either learning new skills, developing hobbies, or like working on your dharma, your sacred work, something around, yeah, the energy of like love through work. So it doesn't have to be like your job that you do every day. It very much so can be, but it's something about you pouring your soul love into something in the physical reality, and you have been doing it consistently, and it's actually been creating a profound magic in your life, because this Eight of Pentacles, it is about work and showing up to something in a devoted way, but like you're enjoying doing it. There's something like very beautiful about it. Actually, this is really reminding me of the page I read about work in The Prophet today. Let me just grab it because I think it's relevant. I didn't even think about this until now. Okay, so this is the Prophet, Mihail Gibran. Which also, shout out, one of you emailed me this in an audiobook, which I deeply, deeply appreciate. This copy is my grandparents. Shout out my grandparents. I honestly forgot about it, and then I was like, oh my god, they like stamped the inside. Tea. Okay. Stay with me, stay with me. This is a beautiful, beautiful passage. Okay. Okay, so what did the prophet say about work? You work that you may keep pace with the earth and the soul of the earth, for to be idle is to become a stranger unto the seasons, and to step out of life's procession that marches in majesty and proud submission towards the infinite. When you work, you are a flute through whose heart the whispering of the hours turns to music. Which of you would be a reed, dumb and silent, when all else sings together in unison? Always you've been told that work is a curse and labor a misfortune, but I say to you that when you work, you fulfill a part of Earth's furthest dream, assigned to you when that dream was born, and in keeping yourself with labor, you are in truth loving life. And to love life through labor is to be intimate with life's inmost secret. But if you in your pain call birth an affliction, and the support of the flesh a curse written upon your brow, then I answer that not but the sweat of your brow shall wash away that which is written. You have been told also that life is darkness, and in your weariness you echo what was said by the weary. And I say that life is indeed darkness, save when there is urge, and all urge is blind, save when there is knowledge, and all knowledge is vain, save when there is work, and all work is empty, save when there is love. And when you work with love, you bind yourself to yourself and to one another and to God. And what is it to work with love? It is to weave the cloth with threads drawn from your heart, even as if your beloved were to wear that cloth. It is to build a house with affection, even as if your beloved were to dwell in that house. It is to sow seeds with tenderness and reap the harvest with joy, even as your beloved were to eat the fruit. It is to charge all things you fashion with the breath of your own spirit, and to know that all the blessed dead are standing about you and watching. Often I have heard you say, as if speaking in sleep, he who works in marble and finds the shape of his own soul in the stone is nobler than he who plows the soil. And he who seizes the rainbow to lay it on a cloth in the likeness of man is more than he who makes the sandals for our feet. But I say, not in sleep, but in the over-wakefulness of noontide, that the wind speaks not more sweetly to the giant oaks than to the least of all the blades of grass. And he alone is great who turns the voice of the wind into a song made sweeter by his own loving. Work is love made visible. And if you cannot work with love, but only with distaste, it is better that you should leave your work and sit at the gate of the temple and take alms of those who work with joy. For if you bake bread with indifference, you bake a bitter bread that feeds but half man's hunger. And if you grudge the crushing of the grapes, your grudge distills a poison in the wine. And if you sing, though as angels, and love not the singing, you muffle man's ears to the voices of the day and the voices of the night. Okay, I know that was long, so shout out to you if you're still here, but that just came to me. A card fell to the floor. 7 of Cups. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. There's been like a love that you've been pouring into some sort of work of yours, and that has been cooking up a profound vibration in your life. And little did you know that like this vibration in and of itself was turning a wheel for you, creating a turn in the wheel that would lead you to greater fortune and a different experience of your life, a more awakened experience of your soul in this reality. And it's as if, due to your loving work, the divine is gifting you this new reality in which you're going to be more supported in an environment with what you need to continue to perform even greater acts of love through your work and create even more for yourself. Like, you're being supported in the endeavor of loving what you do. And I'm seeing the Hermit here. It's like as if, first of all, I'm getting like if you need more of a hermit like environment to be like tapped into your own latent energy, to continue to do this work that you love that is benefiting the world just through its vibration, and then probably even in greater ways, you're being gifted that in the physical reality. You're being gifted the environment that you require to be in this energy and this vibration so that you can continue to act in this way. And I'm, like I was saying, there was almost like a pause and a hangout period between the conception and the beginning of this manifestation of this new seed of a reality for you, and like the actualization of it. I feel like you're actually potentially still in this period of pause, and it's so purposeful. It's because you are being formed, you're being sculpted, you're being shaped by the divine in so many ways. And I'm getting that you are receiving all of the revelation that the divine is bringing you, and it's genuinely changing you on a subtle energetic level, on a psychic level, on a subconscious level, even on a physical level and a vibrational level. It's as if you're being prepared fully to be able to sustain and grow this divine gift. And so even though you sense this like taking place for you, you've still been slightly in this like secluded space and hanging out. You're almost like hanging in limbo, but it's such a divine limbo. And I feel like you truly are actually like trusting at this time. I feel like you've come to realize along your life journey how sacred and purposeful the timing always is. And I feel like you don't live for just the high points of the actual receiving of the final thing, because there is no final moment ever. We just keep going. And so there is this essence of like you trusting even if you don't see it like written in blood yet in front of you. But confirmation, you will be victorious. And you will be victorious also because of the exact way that the divine, your higher self, has been guiding you through this, to bring you into a period of pause, to give you a greater enlightenment, because you needed to be the version that you are becoming, that you have become, to make this chapter victorious for you. You may not have been the exact vibration or the exact maturity level in all of these areas for you to be able to actually make the most of the lemons that you're about to be given, of the blessings that you're about to be given. And now you, like, the divine was ensuring, your higher self was ensuring that you would be victorious in this endeavor. And when you're gifted something, you're also, I've been seeing 1117 on my timer, which is the number to me of a quantum leap. Shout out my bestie Callista, who went down that deep numerology rabbit hole. But the 1117, this is a gift of a quantum leap in your physical reality that allows you to love what you do and be in an environment that supports you continuing to do work you love. And you were gifted this. I feel like you very much so desired a beautiful like vision in your mind. I'm getting like almost like energetic freedom, where you had the ability to flow freely in the way that your soul truly wanted, because it's almost like when you're given the correct environment, you naturally are able to, you're naturally inspired to do the work that lights up your soul, and therefore be pouring that positive vibration into the world, like we just read in the Prophet. Like you're pouring your love out through what you do in the environment that supports it, and therefore the vibration of that is a positive one, and it's a gift to the world, and therefore you are in alignment with the cycles of the earth that are constantly marching towards the infinite. So congratulations, because there is a very specific victory that you are receiving in this area, and in this moment right before, everything is perfect, and I feel like you already know that. And so I am just confirming that for you. Let's pull one or two oracle cards to confirm the message. What is hidden will be revealed. You guys, and do you see the keys and the keyhole? Some of you guys are getting a new home. Some of you guys are moving. Some of you guys might be getting an office, an art studio, some sort of opportunity that you've been looking for that is going to give you like the correct circumstances to be able to feel as if you have like the space and the sanctified environment to be able to do what you have to do. You're getting the keys to something, whether it be like the metaphorical keys or literal, tangible keys to something. And you know this with the eye and the star. This is something that's going to allow your energy to like actually shine and radiate, because you're literally being supported, all parts of you, because it's that whole thing that like a plant can't survive in the environment where none of the conditions are per its like natural thriving. So like you can't expect yourself to thrive and be the best version of yourself creatively, spiritually, mentally, energetically, physically, if you're not in the right environment for your spirit and for your soul and for your human vessel, you know, especially you as like such a light being. You require specific, you require very like specific circumstances, but it's because you're such a rare, special soul. And I feel like, yeah, we're getting 54, which comes out to 9, which is the end, which leads to a beginning. And it's also 9 is a master Nine's like the number of like very old souls, and so you are very tuned into the subtle energy of everything. So you are very wise, you pick up on so much, but you also require very specific environments and conditions so that you can feel like you are yourself in your own energy, and then you're like somebody who has like actual superpowers and can give such profound gifts to the world. And so I'm seeing that like you really getting the keys to something that is going to help you shine, and I feel like you see and you sense this coming, and you also are just chilling with the divine until that victory like fully locks in. And this is confirmation. What is hidden will be revealed. You will be receiving the keys. Ah, I love it. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna pull one tea leaf card, and then we'll, oh my. There are just so many, it's such a big stack. Okay, this one keeps coming out, we're just gonna go with it. Good advice from a wise person. So this is interesting because it is, let's see what this is about. It's like different than the message. First off, owls could be a sign for you. I'm also getting, yeah, only consult people for advice that already are in a place of accomplishment in a way, in like that in the area that you would want to be in, or they're just like a very like high vibrational soul who's almost like you admire them and would want to you would want them to rub off on you. It's almost like you don't want to be asking advice around these things to people who are kind of almost like so close to you on a relational level, because their advice is probably going to be more tied to potentially any sort of like fear they have around like losing you, your growth, what your moves mean for them, or like just any sort of limitations they see around like holding a past version of you in their mind. So I'm getting like really only be careful who you consult with, and only consult with people who like you really know have no agenda with you whatsoever, and also carry a wisdom that is beyond where you are, and also have a powerful energy and can project the most positive outcome for you. Or else keep it to yourself, keep it between you and God. And also owls may be a sign for you. And then we're also getting bull, plenty of material things. And that's what I'm saying. I really feel like this reading is very much so around the physical reality, and you be, which is divine energy crystallized into form, but it's something about you being able to be supported in the physical reality so that you can keep enacting your destiny and creating with a good vibration. Yay! Yeah, some of you are being gifted your hermit's cave, your alchemical cave in which you can do epic work in, and you're getting the keys for that. And through that, I'm getting that the work that you're gonna do, you're gonna be recognized for it, you're gonna be known for it, and I think the things that you create in this space are truly going to be like out of this world and like a complete next level expansion for you. So much love, many blessings. If you like a personal reading, the link is in my bio as per usual, and God willing, I will catch you on the next one.